All right, my guest tonight from San Francisco, host of the Textra podcast, Natali Del Conte is here, and our resident tech geek, William O'Neill. Welcome to The Loop, everybody. Well, let's start with you. I mean, MySpace has grown so fast, reaching millions of users and adding thousands, well, it seems like every single day. How does MySpace do it? How does the site continue to just steamroll everybody else?
Well, it has so many users right now, and so many people use it every day that it has this huge momentum. It's almost like an avalanche or like a snowball that has so many people behind it that it just keeps picking up people, regardless of whether or not it's good or technologically sound or useful. But it's a juggernaut that has, it's like a Katamari ball.
No, absolutely. But Natali, people said that about, Friendster back in the day. So what was the perfect storm that somehow allowed MySpace to become the verb?
Well, the thing is, MySpace is so customizable, and I think that's part of its appeal is, there are things you can do on MySpace that certainly you can do in other places on the web, but MySpace has all of them. It's kind of a holistic form of self-expression. You can blog, you can post videos, you can post music, you can, show the world who your friends are and that kind of thing. So I think that really was the big appeal of it, is that you can just do whatever you want with it, whereas, Facebook and Friendster and things like that are a template that you just kind of fill in. So.
Yeah.
Although with that said, sometimes the freedom to express
Kevin,
gets in the way.
That's the worst part of MySpace is all the customizations. Like some people, I get like 20 friend requests a day. I know you get like 10,000, and so many of them, I check out the site and it's got all this flashing stuff and there's like music and there's videos playing and it is super customizable. But that's like the very thing about MySpace that I think makes it kind of sucky. Because it is so customizable. No,
I have to agree with you. There are some people who put so much on their page it takes forever to load, and it's just like,
I don't want to see your 20 cat pictures.
If it has to,
Oh, you don't want a giant 640 by 800 image of Fallout Boy dancing around with 13 music videos playing?
I don't want that. I want to see pictures of you in a bathing suit and you with a bunch of your friends. Not you, Kevin.
Well, okay.
But,
because that's
Nicole. Yes, I want to see you in a bathing suit and tweeting.
I don't have any of that.
Darn.
That's my Facebook profile. Actually,
that's Olivia.
I want to see those. But here we go, Natali. We've been huge supporters of MySpace on the show. I mean, since it started, and after all these years, and now with News Corp's deep pockets, I mean, shouldn't the site have some better usability by now? Really?
I do think it needs a makeover. I think if I were to get a pitch from MySpace now and someone would say, hey, check out this new social network, I wouldn't give it very good reviews. It's not clean. It's not, that great to use. But again, I'm a different generation from the generation that really adopts it. So I think, what is the bane of my MySpace existence is someone else's. They love it.
Right.
So.
Well, I mean, I know you have problems with some of the users and the way they customize their pages, but what about the site technically? I mean, is it still sound?
It's one of the most technologically unsound pieces of software that I use on a daily basis. I mean, I'm on MySpace all the time, and I reluctantly, I hate the fact that I feel like I have to use it, but it crashes constantly. I'm getting error messages all the time.
Right.
I get tons of spam. I want to leave a comment somewhere, and it doesn't work. Considering how big it is and how much money's behind it, it's kind of shocking that technologically it's so crappy.
Do you ever feel like there's a 2x4 leaning against a 14.4 modem with a hamster on a wheel running the site?
Yeah,
it's like a bunch of kids in a garage putting this thing together, and it's got like News Corp's money. It's like shut it down for 8 hours and fix the software. I mean, it's what's the big deal?
And what's the deal with the instant message client not working with Macs?
What is that?
That's lame.
I feel like this is devolving into a Seinfeld monologue. What is the deal with the favorites page?
I mean, I get so many spam comments and so many spam friend requests from XXX Sophie XXX with no picture. It's like so much. I don't know. It's frustrating.
Well, let's talk about the competition then, Natali, because a few weeks ago, Facebook unveiled a major redesign. They're touting improved usability, navigation. Should we expect a mass exodus? Are people going to flock to Facebook?
No, but, I think that most people have 4 or 5 social networks that they already maintain. So I think a lot of people that have Facebook also have MySpace and vice versa. I think that I appreciate Facebook. I like clean user interface, so I like it. I think Facebook did a good job. And I think maybe my generation is going to think that Facebook is a little bit better for them, but no, I don't think people are going to leave MySpace, not just yet.
Will, are you planning on leaving anytime soon?
Probably not, but I think that I totally agree that like most people actually use several different communities. Like for instance, I have a Friendster account, Facebook account, and MySpace. I just use MySpace because that's the site where everyone that I want to want to connect with is on.
Sure.
If everybody that I wanted to talk to went back to Friendster, which I think is better technologically, and they kind of created it anyway, I'd be pleased to go back to Friendster if everybody just wanted to go back, which I think would be kind of cool. But I totally agree that Facebook is really clean and it's an elegant site. And if everyone that I wanted to connect with was on Facebook, I would commit MySpace suicide.
But nothing in this world will ever get you to leave J-Date.
No, not at all.
Okay, just making sure.
Single moms.
MySpace is the 5th largest site in the world. I mean, clearly they've cornered social networking, and they've had some success with their video hosting service. But is MySpace increasing its presence with politics as well and doing more user-generated content? I mean, is this strategy going to work? Is it going to make them any more competitive, or should they stick to maybe videos and social networking? Do they have to branch out?
I don't think they do. I think they're making an effort to take themselves, or have other people take them more seriously, which I think is nice. But I would say 80% of MySpace's population is not going to go to the election site and is not going to participate in the, election the pre-election that they do in February. And I just don't think they're going to use it. I think they're trying to have other people, the LinkedIn audience, maybe take them more seriously, but that's not going to happen. It's not.
All right, Will, I want to give you the final word, sir. 5 years from now, are we still talking MySpace and Facebook, or is there like a new site that has yet to be created that's going to be crowned king?
There's going to be something totally new that we haven't thought of, or maybe Kevin, you and I can come up with something, and 5 years from now we'll be multimillionaires. We can sell it.
Yeah, MILFnet. I'm selling. It could be done.
MILFnet sounds great. I'm on it.
Go register it now. GoDaddy, Will.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Natali, Will, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks,
Natali,
Kevin.
thank you for putting up with Will and I as well. We appreciate it.
Of course, you should be my MySpace friend now. Let's all be MySpace friends in the meantime.
I'm going to go stalk you the second I leave.
He was stalking you before this started, Natali. I'm sorry. All right, thank you guys for keeping us in the loop. Listen, there's no doubt that MySpace is the biggest social networking site, but that certainly doesn't mean that users like myself aren't completely fed up. I mean, enough with the free penis-enlarging ringtone leaks and enough with the slapping celebrity babies to win an iPhone. Enough with the endless amounts of spam and fake profiles that are clogging up the social networking tubes. Unless Rupert and his pals start caring about the user experience, I'll see you guys over at Facebook.
Attack of the Show, weeknights at 7, only on G4.